Line Group 2. Scope 2021 is the second edition of the world's first ever School Conference of Parties exposition held by GEMS Education and hosted by the GEMS Legacy School. The world has been changing since the past 2 years, and it's been changing more than we wanted it to. And during that time, we have actually come to a consensus of realizing that Mother Earth really needs to be protected. And what better than giving a platform to students around the world to come together to find ways and means of protecting it, mitigating climate change, and taking decisions where they will actually help the world and give it something back so that it does not give up on us when we need it the most.
The theme for our event today is Sustainable Indian Wedding Designs. Every year, the garment industry creates close to 92 million tons of textile waste. Shocking, isn't it? With the progress the world has made, sustainable fashion is the way of resolving this concern. Our participants have pulled out all their sustainable material to create garments that the world's top designers would want in their stores and on their ramps. We are here to witness how, with their innovative and creative ideas, they have made this possible. Let's begin by introducing our judges for the event. We have with us Ms. Nupur. Ms. Nupur Batra is a lead designer and founder of Ananya, a woman fashion accessory brand. Ma'am is a fashion major from India's National Institute of Fashion Technology and an MSc MPhil in textile and clothing. She heads a team of trained and experienced designers who stay ahead of the curve of global trends just as well as they are stay rooted in the finest techniques of Indian craft. Ms. Nupur strongly believes that with every creation of hers, she can reach out and connect with women. She is very passionate about her dream of showcasing and promoting Indian craft worldwide. The Adorn magazine has titled Ms. Nupur Batra as the Accessory Queen of India 2015. Ms. Nupur has been awarded with the Woman Entrepreneur of the Year 2016. Ananya being recognized as the Emerging Woman Fashion Accessory Brand of the Year 2016. Ma'am has also received the Handicrafts Export Award 2017. We welcome you, ma'am. It's a pleasure to have you with us today.
Good morning. This is Nupur. Hello.
Thank you so much for joining us, Ms. Nupur. Our next judge for the event today is Ms. Vaishali Raj Sharma. Ms. Vaishali holds a master's in garment manufacturing technology from NIFT, New Delhi, and a master's in education from the London Centre of Fashion Studies in the UK. She has over 25 years of experience in teaching at various colleges and universities in London, including the prestigious London College of Fashion. Ms. Vaishali believes in affecting change in perceptions and concepts and actively works towards sustainable and ethical fashion initiatives through FAST, Fashion Made from Waste with a Taste, a one-of-a-kind show conceptualized, showcased, and very successfully conducted over the last 2 years. The show has received lots of recognition and has become an annual rolling event in Dubai now. She has been awarded and acclaimed for talent and excellence at various stages in her life. Her research interests include sustainability, methods and disruptors to reduce fashion waste, education and design, and assessing art through rubric standardization. A very warm welcome to you today, Ms. Vaishali. It is lovely to have you here with us. And thank you so much for agreeing to judging our event.
Thanks, Riddhi. That's very kind of you. Love those warm words of welcome. I'm here through the session. Carry on. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Before we move on, we'll take a quick look at the rules and regulations for the event. The participants will be marked for the fit. The garment is neither too tight nor too loose for the models. The garment stays in position on the model. The hems of the garment hang evenly. Selection. The style is well suited for the theme. The fabric, color, texture, weight, and design are appropriate for the model. The accessories and props complement the outfit. The garment creates a total effect that is well coordinated. The originality and creativity. The garment is original and showcases the ideas of the designer effectively. The garment showcases the use of recycled, reused, and repurposed material effectively. The design of the garment should be innovative and unique. The designers will present two garments, male and female. They will be given 5 minutes for the presentation, after which the judges could ask them questions if they wish to. So it's now time to call upon our first contingent of the event, and that is SC14, SC1414. Over to you, contingent 14. Could we have contingent 14? Dan and Farha? Dan and Farah, are you still in here? Okay, so since they aren't, we'll move on to contingent 19, SC19, Ashish and Aisha.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone.
Ashish, you should proceed. In the interest of time, please carry on. Good morning.
Good morning.
Sure,
A request to all of you all, while you are presenting, please turn on your camera. So we could spotlight you. Please turn on your camera.
the background is blurred.
I think it's blurred.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. So the theme of our design and the whole dress was sustainable Indian wedding. And these are the sketches. So we decided to go very traditional on the designs with a sherwani, salwar, and a turban for the male. And for the female, it was also very traditional with a choli, dupatta, and a ghagra. But we decided to go on half sleeves with the sherwani because Indian weddings, as you know, are pretty long on the time base. And it is very uncomfortable for the groom, especially to move around with full sleeves. So I decided to go around with something half sleeve. And the materials that we used were recyclable materials, of course. And we picked up a curtain which was torn in my house. So it was going to be thrown away, but it was a very good design. So I chose it to make the garments and the dupatta. And secondly, I went to the different various tailor shops in my area and got different fabrics that would add up to the dress, and also got huge slacks cloth piece of black material, so black cloth material, so that I could use it for the turban. So
I'm modeling and I made the dress because differences. So the curtain, we used it to match with the grooms because Indian weddings they like to Sorry about that. So the top all of this dress is made out of completely scrap materials that I either took from my relatives that they weren't using or went to different tailor shops and got it from them. So for this top, this I stitched with a sewing machine, and this was an excess fabric that I put together as a design over here. And then for the skirt, we used different materials. So we have pink, and then we have the net that I got from my friend that she was gonna throw away. So all of this is made from thrown away material or from excess fabric from the tailor shop. And yeah, that's it.
And about the male model,
We can't hear you.
okay. So the groom's dress is pretty much made up with the curtain itself. The sherwani and the pants are made of curtain materials, and the turbans based was a used chart paper that I took from school, from the art room. And the fabric that is used here was collected from one of the tailor shops in my area, which was going to be thrown anyways. And the chart paper was wrapped around with a black cloth material that I collected from one of the tailor shops. And the sherwani was stitched by my mom, hand sewing, and the pants as well. And I've used fabric glue and hand sewing to make the pants. And just to tie it around the waist, we use the thread-like material so that it would be tight on his waist.
For any questions that I have.
Yeah, we'll happily answer any question from the judges.
No, I think it's very clear in the materials you have used and how you have put it together. I don't have any particular questions. Well done. I think great job. Good.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Ms. Nupur, do you have any questions for the group?
No, good to go.
All right. Thank you, SC19. We'll move on to SC10.
Thank you, ma'am.
Contingent 10. Thank you. SC10, Khadija and Aditya, are you in?
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, we weren't aware what HC number was.
Yes, your contingent 10. Please turn on your camera.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Are we good to go?
Go ahead, please.
Hello, everyone. So the designers of this dress is Aditya and I. We'll be presenting to you 4 dresses, one for the boy and one for the girl. These are the design sketches we have made. The first one is the haldi look. So our model for the haldi is Vishal. Let me bring it to light that this entire dupatta that she is wearing has been made by the rice bori that that usually the store people throw away after using it, after the rice is being given to the people. But then we made use of this. We announced in our school that we wanted everyone to go to such shops and collect everything, and we did a collection drive to make this dupatta. And these are some dried flowers we picked up from the ground and we attached to the dupatta. This took us 3 days to make, and everything over here is either recycled or recyclable. This is made by garbage papers. This is made by garbage papers. The entire dress, in fact, is made by garbage papers. This is the process, and these were our final products. This was the first dress, and we'll show you from top to bottom. We made these flower jewelries because haldi represents the blessedness of 2 people coming together and brightening themselves up before the wedding. So haldi, yellow color is a must. We presented that we will be doing a yellow color theme. We made a ghagra for her, and even her pants are made out of recycled bori material that we dyed yellow to bring out the theme of the Indian wedding, which can be seen in the pictures also. The next model is for boy.
The male model.
The male model. We've attached the same theme of the haldi. So we have orange and yellow being over here, and we also have used for the legs the garbage paper that we used for the girl as well. And now moving on to the reception look, we had 2 models for that too, and the sketches for them are the last 2 designs that we had in mind. So we used complete paper plates. One is for the girl. These were made with the view of a reception. So sustainable Indian wedding design, we went for haldi and reception look. And her top is made by the same bori bags that we reused in the shops. And we used newspapers to create these pretty flowers, and we also attached some of the dry leaves here, and we use paper plates to cover up the bottom part. If you can turn, Prishita. Yes. And we also made a lovely cape, seeing the modernization of the Indian wedding designs. Receptions have a very savvy look, so this is what we've made. These brooches over here are made out of newspaper, and this is a lovely cape behind with a beautiful design. So when she walks, if Dishita, you can walk. So when she walks, it gives a very classy look. Yes, and then our next model for the reception outfit is Shoaib. All his dress and the bow tie is made by garbage papers, black garbage bags, and we've used newspapers to cover these, the buttons. And we've also used the same bori bag thread that we've used for the other dresses to make his bottom part look even much more classy with a style going on there. Yes, and this is done on both the legs. So in short, we have a materials list as well. In the presentation, we've taken photographs. We've taken amazing photographs in our school. And we've also mentioned the materials used. We've used garbage bags, paper plates, waste ring bags, used paper bags, bottle caps, potpourri, which is the dry leaves, plastic flowers, which can be recycled and reused. And to make this, it took us a good amount of time. We'd also mentioned that all these dresses are handmade. So it's either we stitched it ourselves or we glue gun the dupatta together. Aditya? So Aditya will speak about why we chose such a design.
So we chose such a design because it's completely based on the Indian themed wedding, and we've used each and every aspect of the dresses that we have created is completely recycled and reused. So from the haldi wedding, from the top to bottom, everything is used with recyclable materials such as plastic bags, garbage bags, newspapers, paper plates, everything that you see here is completely recycled.
And these wedding dresses are very modernized also. Indian weddings these days are very, it's an entire festival. So we've made in accordance with that. The models will show you a walk one by one. First is Michelle, our haldi model.
So as you can see, her leggings, it has frills, which is a Western aspect that we have added into the haldi dress.
So when she walks, it looks very pretty. And this dupatta can also be used on the head. Model 1. Next is our haldi model, number 2, which is the male's part.
The complete top that we've used and made over here is completely made out of newspaper.
So they both are matching completely. The next is Rishita, which is the girl for reception. As I said, it looks very classy when she walks. And from the back as well, with her cape. Thank you. And the next one is Shoaib. Yes, thank you. Now we would also like a few questions to answer, if there are any.
My first question was, you were SC10, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. I missed listening to what your number was. Great. I think it's really interesting, very eye-catching, and you have blended the sort of Western aspects into the traditional Indian wedding really nicely. So that's really interesting. I quite like that. And so well done. Let's see what the others have to showcase. I think you have done very well for yourselves. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much, SC10. We'll move on to SC4. SC4, are we ready?
Yes, Mr. Red.
All right. Over to you, SC4. Turn on your camera, please.
Good morning, everyone.
Is it on?
Is the camera on?
Yes, it is.
So good morning, everyone. I hope you're I hope you're all doing well. I'm Neda, and I'm 100. Today we'll be representing sustainable fashion, or more specifically, we're going to be talking about sustainable fashion in Indian themed clothes. So to start off, I want to say, what is sustainability? Sustainability might not be a very trendy word currently, but we have to know that each individual should be sustainable enough and to prioritize her or his needs without compromising the upcoming generations. So to start off with our garment, this is a team introduction. Me and my team member Hind. We are the designer, wardrobe stylist, and the sustainable fashion designer. So this is our sketch. This is for the female's garment, and this is for the male's garment. As we all know that the Indian dress consists of 3 parts, which is the skirt, the top, and the sari. And it's the same with the male's garment. This is our female's garment, and this is the procedure of how we did it. So to start off with the skirt, we used leaves to represent nature. And we can also define nature as fashion by itself. So we have, as we know, we have different seasons throughout the year. We have 4 different seasons, and these 4 different seasons provide us with the opportunity to use different leaves with different pigmentations and use them in our fashion. So this can also give us the opportunity to design clothes with different leaves, with different pigmentations and different designs to make them limited edition in stores, hopefully. So this will also grab customers' attention. To start off with the skirt. This is our garment, for our female's garment, and this is the skirt, and it represents nature as an all, and it talks about how we can use leaves to represent sustainability. As we know, fashion is not only harming the environment but also harming the people, and we're also using plants, as we said, to represent nature over here. And so this is our garment more specifically with the skirt over here. This is our skirt. And yes, we use nature, we use plants, leaves to represent nature and the forest. And we can also say, yes. And this is also our scarf. The scarf is made, the sari is made out of tissue paper, recycled and reused tissue paper. As we know, deforestation is a very known act currently. So instead of wasting tissue papers and papers immediately after we use them, we can recycle them and reuse them again in fashion. So what we did is that we used tissue paper to turn them into flower-like structures, and this will also show the diversity of different settings in our community. So for example, the skirt represents the forest and the garden and the plants, and the tissue papers, since they come out of tree barks, they can also represent different settings in there. Now for the newspaper. So the newspaper is not any kind of newspaper. It is used so many articles ever read about the Bangladesh women. Bangladesh isn't only fashion, it's only a the fashion industry by the great share of the this became painfully evident in 2016 when the dead bodies of more than 1,000 garment workers were found among debris of 1.8-story garment factories. And we used newspapers and used them on shapes of flowers to represent the shirt. And it's presented as a message for people around the world that newspaper can be used to fashion and other benefits. For the necklace, we use sea shells, and it represents the ocean and living organisms to boycott, stop any other accessories like leather and any other kind of accessories, and like fur and leather. So overall, this whole women garment is showing the diversity of different types of settings in one community. So we have the plants, we have forest that represents the forest. The newspaper, which comes from tree, also represents plants, areas of plants and forests and rainforests. And also we have the scarf and the seashells, which represent the ocean. So this shows the diversity of different settings we can take advantage of in order to represent fashion. So now for the maize garment. This is the maize garment. Yes, this is the maize garment, and it's the same concept. We used newspaper in order to make these flowers, and they again represent articles that regard fashion. And we're using this. So we're using these newspapers not to only represent fashion, but to also raise awareness to the to the seizing of farming and harming to the environment. So this is our overall, and as we even use newspaper to stop printing papers as used for this garment, for the men's garments. Yes. So our first alternative is to stop using papers to stop deforestation. But since we cannot completely do that as an act, another alternative is reusing and recycling newspaper materials like newspapers and tissue papers before immediately throwing them to waste. I hope you liked our presentation, and I hope it's sustainable enough for our environment. Thank you. Is there any questions regarding?
My comments, just two little bits. One was that very interesting use of leaves, etc. But how have you decided to make those leaves long lasting? They won't last very long. They'll fall off once they dry.
Yes. So in order to prevent the act of it to last for a longer period, there is a solution where we can dip the leaves into wax. This will prevent it from being old and crumbly after a period of time. So by the utilization of wax on leaves, this can prevent the action of it getting old in a short period of time.
Okay. And also wanted to ask, your choice of colors are rather neutral. Have you thought about typical Indian weddings and the colors that are used?
It's actually representing Mother Earth. The colors are nature Mother Earth.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. Good answers.
Sorry. As I mentioned, that since they're neutral, we have different seasons throughout the year. So this gives us the opportunity to use different colors of leaves with different pigmentations and different styles for the skirt. Thank you. Is there any question?
Very good.
Thank you, SC4. A request to the judges. Please turn on your camera, ma'am. We wouldn't be able to spotlight you otherwise. And the forms that you all are filling in to mark the participants, a request to you to select your name right in the beginning, and then you will fill the form. And if you could do it simultaneously along with this, would be very, very good for us. Okay. Can we move on to SC16? SC16, are we ready? Priscilla? Priscilla, you in? Priscilla?
Yes, ma'am.
Turn on your camera, please.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. Are we audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So good morning to everyone who is present in this meeting. So the topic given to us was Indian bridal dress. So this is our bride and groom. This is the one of our Kerala tradition.
रौनक आई थिंक इसका सेटिंग्स में जाके ब्लूटूथ कनेक्टेड है, आवाज नहीं आ रही, कहाँ दिखा रहा है कनेक्टेड? तेरा कौन सा है? ये रहा लास्ट में कनेक्टेड। अच्छा।
This is our Kerala traditional bride and groom dress. So over to you, Nandita. So we have taken our Kerala traditional sari and a white plain shirt. So the sari is a plain off-white sari with golden borders. So we have used old tailor's waist on the pallu and we have stitched it over here. And these are the COVID vaccination caps that we have stick over here. And in between, we have used a school waist, which is boat pins that we use on the boat. In the neck also, we have used the same vaccination bottle caps of different colors. And over here, we have given a pattern of the old fancy dresses designs cut out and we have stuck it together. And on the pleats, we have the same caps of bottle. And that's it. On groom's shirt, we have used white and brown handmade stripes of paper twisted together and we have stuck it over here. These brown papers are pulled out from cardboards. And over here, we have used the same bottle, vaccination bottle caps. It's actually our school is collecting them for recycling. So we have a huge amount of collection in our school. The same is used here. We have used here ice cream sticks of different colors and the same caps here. And this is a flower, handmade flower used from recyclable crepe paper. Thank you.
Any questions, ma'am?
No, I think you're very clear with the way you've done it. It does follow the traditional sort of attire that grooms and brides wear in Kerala. Like you rightly said, white and gold So well done there. I quite like your innovative ideas of using the vaccination caps.
Thank you, ma'am.
Cool idea and nicely displayed. Well done.
Thank you, ma'am.
So that was SC16 for us. Moving on to SC12. Over to you, SC12.
Hi, ma'am. Are we visible and audible?
Yes.
Hi, everyone. I'm Joala. And I'm Sunetra. And today we are going to be talking about a sustainable wedding dress creation. Fashion is the art of expressing oneself, allowing one to display their unique tastes and style. It is a part of one's self-identity. While art is usually locked into a drawing or a picture, clothes are a moving form of art, a unique characteristic found in fashion design. Due to increased mass production of commodities and clothing at lower prices and global reach, sustainability has become an urgent issue among brands and consumers. Did you know the global fashion industry produces over 92 million tons of waste per year? In the US alone, over 17 million tons of textile waste are generated annually. In 2020, an estimated 18.6 million tons of clothing will end up in a landfill. The Ellen MacArthur Foundation reports that if this trend continues, over 150 million tons of clothing waste will clog landfills by 2050. Hence, sustainability is the need of the hour in the fashion industry. Our design and model targets the issue and helps minimize waste by using recyclable materials and reusing non-biodegradable items. Our sustainable wedding dress helps address issues in Sustainable Development Goal 12, responsible consumption and production. It also promotes zero waste. We present to you our Manipuri Indian Sustainable Bridal Wear. Ma'am, our camera might turn off since we're screen sharing, but can you see the screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Manipur, the state of India with beautiful traditions that are often overlooked. The wedding dress of a Manipuri bride is bright and colorful and has a unique style which is difficult to find in any other community. The usual costume of a groom connects traditional and festive designs. In order to spread awareness of this distinctive culture, we decided to opt for the design of the traditional Manipuri dress, the potloi and panchi. Here is our design of the garments. The bride's dress comprises of the blouse or choli paired with the traditional cylindrical skirt and the shawl or inafi with the extravagant jewelry. The groom's dress includes a white kurta, dhoti, and turban, which portrays the culture of the people of Manipur. This is our process of making the costume. We have used hula hoops and cardboard for the cylindrical shape of the bridal wear. Before this, we used chart paper, and you can see that the skirt of the bride seems disheveled and out of shape. This is the final look of the garments. The groom's kurta, dhoti, and turban are made out of tissue paper. We have used golden buttons on the kurta and a golden spoon on the turban. The bride's dress is completely made with recyclable and reusable materials. The crown is made of plastic spoons and reused golden borders, which are used in the display boards of our school. The earrings are made of paper cups, buttons, paper beads, and strings. The inafi is made of recyclable bubble wrap and is bordered with spoons, bottle caps, and golden border paper. The necklace is made of aluminum foil, plastic spoons, buttons, and paper plates. The choli is completely made of tissue paper, with the base as buckram, a type of paper used for mechanical support of costumes. The bangles are made of the rim of paper cups. The intricate designs of the cylindrical skirt has been made with waste products which would usually be tossed into a landfill, adding to the pollution on Earth. The base of the skirt is made out of cardboard with hula hoops as its mold, as shown earlier. We've used ice cream sticks, buttons, paper, straws, paper cups, tissue papers, and golden borders. The most important aspect of our garments is that we haven't used fabric at all. The use of plastic focuses on the ideals of zero waste, which focuses on waste prevention that encourages the redesign of resource life cycles so that all products are reused. The goal is for no trash to be sent to landfills, incinerators, or the ocean. Currently, only 9% of plastic is actually recycled, and hence, our design aims to impact the fashion industry in incorporating plastic in clothes to avoid plastic pollution. Now, we'll be showing you the bridal dress on the mannequin. Since we only have one mannequin, we can only portray the bridal wear. So this is how our mannequin looks. The crown is made of plastic spoons and golden borders, as mentioned. The earrings are made of paper beads, buttons, and paper cups. The necklace is made of spoons and paper plates and buttons. And then you see that the belt is made of a handmade paper and buckram. And the cylindrical skirt is made of buttons, paper cups, tissue paper, etc.
So now for the back part, we've used plastic spoons, straws, the base of bottles, bottle caps, and the rim of paper cups to bring out the effect. And we've used paper plates to decorate it with using flowers. Ma'am, do you have any questions for us?
We hope that our minuscule effort to minimize waste and reuse items in the fashion industry can create an impact in our world and save our environment. Thank you. Do you have any questions?
I love the colorful vibrance that your design kind of brings forth. It's nice, playful. It's got a sense of youth in it. It's like, I don't know how to describe it, not childlike, but there is a sort of a child in the way you have brought forth the aspects of the traditional. So good job. Very nice. Excellent. Interesting and different.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, SC12. Coming up next, we have SC8. SC8, over to you.
It's SC8, right? Okay.
Yes, dear.
Hi, good morning. So I'm Ezra and this is Yara, and we're going to be representing GIS in the scope event. So this is our design brief. We've been asked to make Indian bridal wear with sustainable materials. Okay, so for our inspiration, we've tried to use as much symbolism in terms of India as we can. We've widely based our embroidery and patterns off of Taj Mahal, which is one of the 7 wonders of the world and a well-known monument of India. We've also based our outfits out of the peacock, which is the national bird of India. We've used blue-green and peacock feathers. And we've also used the lotus, which is currently in a pendant around my neck. And we've used
the chakra, particularly here.
So this is the mood board that we created. This is all of the designs that we tried to incorporate and anything that inspired our traditional wear. Our color palette was blue, blue-green, gold, and white. Sorry. Sorry, this thing has been on for a while. And we've used this color palette because it represents the peacock and the peahen, which are, like I said, the national bird of India, and we wanted to incorporate different aspects of Indian culture.
It also represents the bride and the groom's love for each other.
I don't look at you. So the materials we've used, all the fabric we've used has been recycled. This is my nanny's dupatta, and for the skirt, I have been using my grandma's old sari, and all the chiffon and paper bags we've used are also recycled.
Everything you see here has also been recycled. This is an old bed sheet which was going to be thrown away, and this is recycled paper from old documents.
In terms of the sketch we've made,
in terms of the sketch we've made, just look, we can see the puff sleeves, which the head chain with the chakra and the lotus choker. You can also see the dupatta. Did I say it right?
yes,
Yay! The dupatta with the peacock feathers, which is seen here, and the blouse with the embroidery. On the next slide, you can see the groom. Most of these designs were lifted directly from the intricate details seen on the Taj Mahal.
we've also created a turban here, which you can see, and we've had a recycled peacock feather. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have any questions?
You don't have it as a finished garment.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Yes, we do.
Can you see us? Okay. We are wearing the garments right now.
Right. I see where you are.
Can you see it? 1 second, I'll try.
Just see your screen. Yeah, that's better. Thanks.
Okay, so this is the blouse. These were the embroidery we talked about. Of course, it's not with actual stitching because this is a paper bag. And this is the skirt that we've made with pants out of organza. This was an old sari by my grandmother. And
this is the groom. We decided not to incorporate sleeves. We made this out of an old and was going to be discarded bed sheet. And all this is made out of recycled documents.
That's it. Anything else?
Interesting. No, very nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done.
So that was SC8 for us all. Moving on, we have SC25.
Miss, can you see me?
Yes, yes, we
Okay.
can.
My name is Eva. I'm one of the designers, and
I'm Kitika. I am a student.
so today we're gonna present my screen. Give me 1 second. Sorry. Miss, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay. So my interest in fashion has always been there since a child, and this was a great way to embrace it, making Indian wedding clothes. And Kirtika?
I've loved dressing and designing fashion related thing growing up throughout the years, and this was a great opportunity to test my designing skills.
So today we designed everything. Our materials were made out of repurposed sofa cover. So this sofa cover was going to be thrown, and so was the sofa. So we decided to use this as one of our materials. The next thing we used were bottle caps and recycled jute. We used the recycled jute on the pants, and it was there throughout the skirt for the girl, and sorry, my bad. We bought golden markers to create beautiful Indian designs on it, which is carried throughout the two outfits. Bottle caps are used as buttons on the male's outfit, and the scarf for the girl is repurposed curtain net. The male kurta for the guy is completely made out of trash bags or plastic bags that are thrown away every day. And these are from Spinneys, Lulu, all these different hypermarkets that people throw away, but we have repurposed and reused it. So this is the sketches for the models, and this is the scarf that the repurposed curtain net that we use for the female. On the right over here, we see that this is the kurta used for the male model. These were hand-drawn designs, and made with golden markers. The only thing that we bought for the two outfits are the golden markers. So it is technically feasible. The lehenga and the pants and the sleeves are for the male model, as we'll see for the end result. And the lehenga is stitched. The lehenga is made out of repurposed sofa cover. This is the end result. And as you can see here, sorry, my bad. Give me 1 second, please.
That's a scarf for our male model. And on the right-hand side, we could see the male model's kurta as well as the pants. We made sure to use only recyclable or recycled products for our garments. And it was a great opportunity, as well as India is a country of diversity, and we wanted to embrace that. Our dresses is not only particular to any culture except the culture of being Indian, as we stand together as one. This idea is extremely beneficial for the environment, as we are using recycled plastic bags, and it would help the environment using the three it would exceed in 3 UN Sustainable Development Goals, which will be told by Eva later. This idea is also extremely beneficial for the fashion industry, because the ideas in because the sorry, my bad. It's because we have a lot of we throughout the time humans have we have learned that we need to take care of our environment for it to give us the care and home back. So as taking that and keeping that in mind, we made sure to only to not our
We
designs
use
were
repurposed and recycled materials. In US alone, there are 100 billion plastic bags used, and in 2 million being used every 2 minutes. So taking this into account, in the future, I definitely see businesses thriving if we recycle plastic bags and make them into fabric. Now, is this technically feasible? No, we need to work together and make it happen. But so that, for example, oceans and creatures in the ocean don't eat plastic or get infected with plastic. And using the 3 of the 17 UN Sustainable Development Goals, we can better the world by converting plastic into fabric. The 12th goal is to be responsible for consumption of production. We can recycle plastic bags and bottle caps into fabric and make them a better use for everyone. We are assisting the earth in reducing garbage consumption by achieving the 13th goal of the climate action. The 8th goal is good work and economic growth. By increasing the number of job opportunities for a larger number of individuals, we can ensure that they can support their families. Thank you.
everything in every material is repurposed and reused. But in the future, if this is just a prototype, in the future we are to create a product, and we'll make sure that the product will be entirely reusable and recycled. The only thing we had to purchase in our outfit was the golden markers. Everything else was reused or recyclable.
Thank you.
Are there any questions?
My question is the same. Is the garment completed, and is the only photos, or are there?
Miss, the garments are behind me. We don't have models as they were busy today. They weren't available, but we do have pictures. I can share my screen and show you again.
Miss, the garment is also re-wearable, and it's not just a one-time garment. So we could show you the pictures right now, but because the models weren't available.
Miss, this is the finished product for the female. The female's jewelry is on her head. It's an earring that's reused. These are plastic bags.
Yeah, no, this I saw. Thank you. Don't worry. You don't have to retell me that. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank
Good.
you very much. Yes, yes, ma'am.
No, great job. That's all. Thanks.
Thank you very much, SC25. Moving on, we have SC14.
Hello there. This is SC14. So we are going to be introducing our team. So just a second, let me screen share. So this is our designers and the models. So you have here Dan Pilimprachi and you have Farah Ismail as the designer. So these are the sketches of the design. So we went for an inspired design that is somewhat related to the Sherwani. So here we have to the left and to the right the Sherwani designs. It may not look like the real one, but we tried our best. And then this is the female designs. And this is the making. So for the making, we used oxy biodegradable garbage bags. So it's like bags that were lying around, and they were oxy biodegradable. We checked on that, and we used Coca-Cola bottles for the buttons, and for the flowers we use sesame seeds. So these seeds, when we stick it together, it will make a very colorful looking sunflower design. And now these are the models. So here are the pictures of the models. So to the left is the male and to the right is the female models. And now I'll show the models through the camera. So just a second. Yeah, so these are the models. These are the models. So here we have the male model. So as you can see, this is an oxy biodegradable bag. And these are the flowers made out of sunflower seeds. And this is the bottle cap we used for the buttons. It may look plain, but it is unique in this sense. That is, we try to relate to the Sharwani design. That is a northern Indian wedding dress. And here we have the female design. Over to the female designer.
Introducing a stunning female model, Avril, walking in fashion with a handmade stitched sustainable lehenga made out of black oxy biodegradable garbage bag. The coloration we have used is a bold black and lustrous gold. The top consists of a jolly top with dazzling flowers. The flowers are made out of sunflower seeds and painted in shimmery gold. The skirt is further made out of the same oxy biodegradable black garbage bag as we used for the top. We untangled more of the flowers made out of the sunflower seeds, which made the skirt look astonishing. Further, we have created along the dupatta, hugging Avril's voluminous hair. Then we can catch the sight of the flashy handmade jewelry made out of aluminum foil. We have used aluminum foil to make Avril's shiny necklaces as well as her earrings. Yeah. Please note that everything we have made is with sustainable items. No fabric is used besides the inner garments.
So we'll have a look at the models once more. So here he's wearing accessories such as the shawl. And we even made a aluminum ring just to add it to the design. And the female design. So as we mentioned earlier, it's made out of oxy biodegradable bag. Yes, that's about it. Any questions?
I have no questions. It was pretty clear, well explained, and well done. Thank you.
So that was SC14 for us all. Moving on, we have SC22. SC22. Okay, I'm afraid we do not have SC22 in. Let's move on to SC34. SC34, are we ready? SC34.
I don't have SC34 in group A.
SC34?
Yeah, ma'am, give me a minute. Yes, Miss Vaishali, give me a minute.
Sure.
Yes, Miss Rana? Miss Rana?
Yes, Valentina.
SC34 added on later and added to group 2A,
No, we
ma'am.
will edit it right away. Miss Vaishali, you will be able to see it in a minute.
Sure.
This is SC34. When are we going?
Should we start, Miss Vaishali?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
And 1 second, we're sharing the screen. Okay, so my name is Hannah. My name is Hadia. And we are going to be presenting our sustainable fashion design themed on Indian wedding dresses. So we've actually made our PowerPoint presentation in a news article format, so it can be more eye-catching and extraordinary. This is the design of our dress. It is made out of, the overskirt is made out of curtains, reused curtains. So we repurposed the curtain and we made it an overskirt. The actual dress is made out of red crepe paper, which we reused from our school's art department. These are basic sketches. This is what we are going for in the beginning. But then we thought that a halter top would be better for the top of the actual wedding dress. This is a process on the making of our wedding dress. We started off with the crepe paper, and then we added the details like the belt, which we made out of material that was supposed to be thrown away. So and then we added a shawl on top made of microcellular paper. Okay, so first of all, for the wedding dress, we made the base out of red crepe paper. We thought the thread really complements Indian culture and what it stands for. Red also stands for love. So it's a really powerful color. So we thought it would be nice to incorporate it in our dress. We had some gold accents because gold is heavily incorporated with Indian culture. So all our accents to the dress, from the belt to the design on the collar, are made out of golden accents. The accents on the neck are made out of chocolate wrappers, actually. And the belt, as you can see here, is made out of parts of jewelries we cut out into shape. The shawl here is made out of lyocell fabric. Lyocell is a very sustainable fabric as it takes a very few time to biodegrade, making it a good choice for future fashion. And it's a good fabric which the fashion industry should really consider in incorporating in other outfits. Moving on to our male design, we've also chose red and gold so it can match with the female dress. The fabric, once again, is lyocell because this was one of our main themes, introducing a new type of fabric into the fashion industry. As you can see, we've accentuated the colors with golden threads.
and and this is our process of making. Actually, we've hand stitched and we've done everything ourselves. We did the base of the men's garment with a stitching machine, and the other accents were sewn by hand by me. As for the wedding dress, it was all stapled, glue gunned, and stitched, all by us. Now we're gonna just present the actual model of the dress. We have it here. Just a second. Okay, so this is. Look at the camera. Okay, so this is the wedding dress. It's really grand. We have some ruffles here, which accentuate the volume of the overskirt, giving it a very bridal feel. The halter top is actually an open back, so it's held together by a strap on the neck and a belt on the waist. Here is the golden belt. It is made out of repurposed jewelry items and an old necklace we found that was going to be thrown away. Here is the shawl made out of lycra fabric. Lycra has a really unique feel. It's very soft to the touch and gives a little bit of a silk impression. Moving on to our male dress. Thank you. This is usually the traditional style of an Indian male garment. So again, this is made out of lycra. We have some golden accents on the collars to accentuate them, as well as on the sleeves. And the golden pants complement the colors, the golden color on the red top. Here are the two outfits together. Okay. So we've chosen this design as it complements the modern fashion wedding dresses, and it includes the traditional Indian elements. Now, if there are any questions, we would be more than happy to answer them.
I just wanted to check for the male outfit. You said it is like a cell, but is it an old piece?
But we can't hear. Can you please repeat the question?
No, my question was that you did mention that it was made out of lycra, which is biodegradable, but is the piece an old piece, or did you buy a new piece of lycra for the male outfit?
Miss, can you come again in the beginning of the question? It wasn't really audible. Sorry.
Maybe I'll put it in the chat. Okay, let's try. I was just asking, is the piece of lycra that you have used for the male garment a new piece or an old piece?
It was an old piece from a tailor shop, so it was actually a waste. It was already being used for another customer, and it was gonna go to waste. So we requested the store to hand it over to us. So it is also recycled or reused.
That answers my question. Thank you. Good work. Thanks.
Any other questions?
Not from me. I'm clear with what you've done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was SC34 for all of us. And with this, we come to the end of Design the Line Group 2A. We will soon move on to Design the Line Group 2B. Okay, so do we have SC31 in? SC31, Group 2B, SC31. Let's move on to SC18. SC18. Design the Line Group 2B, SC18. Are we good to go?
Yes, ma'am, we are ready.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll
You
just
could turn on your
screen share.
camera and start off.
Martin, I need a minute to look for the Group B form. Could you just please ask?
All right.
Just a
Yes,
minute.
No problem, no problem.
Fine. Let us know, and then we will start. So SC18, we'll just wait for a few minutes.
Yeah, we're good to go. Please carry on. Thanks.
Okay. Good morning to all present here. I, Johanna Gigi.
And I, Sana Sagir,
are representing the Millennium School in the category of Design the Line. Sana and I are Disney lovers. Yeah, I know, surprise. And we both have younger brothers who binge watch Disney movies with us. Our inspiration for the bride's gown was Jasmine's dress in the movie Aladdin. And I am going to just put up a picture on the charts for reference. Just a minute. Okay, unfortunately, the picture is not coming up. I'll just screen share that part. There we have it. Yes, so this was our inspiration. I will go back to the PPT presentation. Right. This unique masterpiece is designed with textile scraps and old materials like pearls, stockings, ribbons. Now, these roses you see on the bride and the groom's attire are handmade by my co-designer, Sana.
now for the groom. We wanted to have a soulful connection between the bride and groom's dress. So you can see elements of purple and silver on the groom's attire, complementing the fit and form of the bride's dress. We created this traditional wear using pearls, old fabrics, brooch, broken necklaces, old lockets, whatever we could lay our hands on. There is a story, a funny one, even if not so funny for Johanna, as she earned her mom's wrath for ripping off her dad's kurta for those ornate epaulets on the groom's top.
Believe me, this has been such an invigorating journey for all of us. We couldn't have done it without the support and criticism, but unerring guidance from our coordinator, Ms. Suja Ranganathan, and home science teacher, Ms. Rajini Manikonda, for which we are eternally grateful. We thank the Millennium School and the SCOPE program for this honor and opportunity to represent us at this level. And I have a picture of the final product, and both our design models are at the back in the video. Thank you so much. How many questions?
No, interesting. I love the female outfit. I wish we could see it a little closely. But yeah.
Mama model can come a little closer. Yeah.
So these pearl strings that you have used have been also repurposed somebody was throwing them away, or did you buy them new?
Ma'am, most of them, Sana and I had. These are on necklaces itself. But some of them we had to purchase.
And what was the choice of purple based on? Jasmine.
Ma'am, actually, we both really like the color purple, and Sana luckily had a purple color gown, so we decided to divide it into half and make our bride's dress.
Have you done any research on what regions of India actually use a color like that?
Unfortunately not, but I will go back and research for sure.
It's interesting, very unique. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you, SC18. Do we have SC06 in? SC06? All right. We'll move on to SC20. SC20. Shazia, are you in?
Present, yes. All right. Good morning to one and all present here. We are team SC20. Before looking into the making and features of our product itself, let's meet the designers. My name is Shazia, and since a very young age, I was always passionate about fashion and designing. Making different outfits is one of my favorite hobbies. Taking part in such a program was very exciting and really helped me get creative and think outside the box.
Hello, my name is Hind, and being raised by two parents who are tailors has majorly influenced my passion for designing. I have always self-designed for myself and my family, so taking part in this project was very enjoyable.
Another aspect to remember is that the textile industry has the biggest waste production. So using sustainable items and reusing items for a wedding dress, which actually takes thousands to make, would really benefit the environment and the household itself. Now let's look at the details of the design.
The male's garment is actually lined with cotton material, and the shawl that's wrapping the torso is made by net. And the female's dress is lined with cotton, and we have stuck flowers on it, but like at the end we had to make some changes. So the back is made by using we recycled garbage bags for making the back. And the corset is made by jute from handbags, and we have also added the aspect of jute into the male's design as well. And all of these materials are biodegradable, sustainable, and has been recycled. The materials used have been like cotton from old bed sheets, jute from old bag, and real dried flowers.
As you can see, this is the making of the dress. Hind was the main designer as she stitched the outfits, and I was the one who put on all the decorative items. Now let's see further details. So this is what the final product looks like. This is the bride's wedding dress.
Yeah, it is there. We have sari pleats going from her as an overcoat, and we have a corset hugging her waist, and petals which look pretty, and the garbage bags, we have designed them in a way that they'll be puffy. This is the male's final product. We have added CDs to his coat, and we have recycled them. These are all materials that were found at our home. The only materials that we have bought are the flowers.
So now we want to show you further more details of the dress. So we're just going to switch to a camera phone so that we can zoom in and show the details.
We have the models wearing the dress and they'll be doing a ramp walk right now.
So as you can see, in the bride's dress, the flowers have been used. And because of that, the dress really stands out and it helps give that puffy effect, which makes the wedding dress look very grand. And as you can see in the back, the plastic has been painted with gold, and also the flowers have again been stuck to give a very beautiful mermaid-like effect. And the corset is hugging the waist, and it's also tied over here.
Yeah, and these are sari pleats that go along the shoulder. And we have added frills on the top to match the corset as well. And the jewelry are just props that she has got. And for the guy's dress, we have used the same jute material for the collar and the buttons that go along. We have overstitched the buttons so the buttons won't be visible to the people outside. And we have used CDs. We have recycled CDs and we have cut them into small diamonds and stuck them in star shapes. And this is a net from the shawl that we had before. We just recycled that and used it to wrap around his torso. And this is a cotton maroon fabric. All the fabric that has been used is sustainable except for the plastic bags that is recycled. Any questions?
No, very well coordinated. I like the his and hers effect that you have done in the matching of your colors, etc. That's quite interesting. I just find his shawl a little incomplete. Keep it a little bit longer next time. It really feels like a little bit of a napkin rather than a stole. Needs to go slightly longer, if I may.
We can unwrap and we can, it's actually not stitched, it's only pinned. So we can unwrap it actually. Do you want
No, that's all right. That's all right. Just an observation. That's fine. It's just, you know, the regality of the floor tends to make it look a little like you ran out of fabric kind of feeling. Very good. Otherwise, excellent. Very well done. Well coordinated. Good job. Good.
Thank you, SC20. We have SC28 coming up next. SC28.
Ma'am, just give me a moment.
Sure.
Okay. Snehal, are you there? Yeah. A very good morning to everyone present here. I, Arshi Chawla, and Snehal would like to present the garments designed by us for Scope 21, Design the Line under the theme Sustainable Indian Wedding Designs, Group 2. We are students of grade 9. The designs in the garments showcased on the models are not only sustainable, but also represent the Indian tradition and culture. These garments are inspired by the Kathiawadi tribe of Gujarat. This tribe uses mirrors on their garments to make it look more attractive. The following are reused materials for making the garments: clothes, broken glass bangles, pieces of mirrors, custard apple seeds, pistachio shells, and solar wood. It is a sustainable material made from the renewable wood of a marshy plant. We used fabric colors for dyeing the garments. Precautions were taken while using the pieces of mirrors and broken glass mirrors. So, moving on to the procedure.
We started with preparing the sketches. Once the sketches were finalized, we gathered all the required materials. The first and the foremost step was to dye the clothes to give it a new look. We secured the pieces of broken mirrors and bangles with glue using a hot glue gun, followed by pasting the pieces of mirrors and bangles, custard apple seeds on both male and female attires. Lastly, we pasted pistachio shells to enhance the border of the Indian scarf or dupatta. We used sola wood flowers and pieces of mirrors for making the accessories. And this is the final product as we planned it. Dear judges, our models have joined from another link under the name of Snehal Sunil Badgujar, where our models are showcased.
Hi, here. Please spotlight us because we have connected from another device, ma'am.
Ms. Shweta, Snehal needs to be spotlighted.
We have a competition going on.
You could start, dear.
So as you can see, the earrings are made from seashells, mirrors, and sola wood. And the bangle latkans are of jute mirrors, seashells, and sola wood. So for the necklace, we use the same material, seashells, sola wood, and mirror, and the same thing. Then the jute mirror cells and the sola wood. And for the headpiece, we use seashells and sola wood. And the attires are not washable, but they can be dry cleaned. And also the custard apple seeds are reused, recyclable, and they can be planted. We have used lemon seeds as the bindi for the bride. We have used custard apple seed as the earring on the right ear for the groom. And we have used flower anklets from sola wood. And that's it. Any questions? And also the color of the attire, it represents the Indian tricolors.
How have you dyed the color? How have you got that orange? Was it white fabric?
Turmeric and some other fabric colors.
Oh, green.
Yeah.
You're a very cute model. Love your models.
Thank you.
I love that mustache, young man. And the smile. Keep smiling. Good job. Great. Very good. Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Moving on, we have SC24. SC24.
Yeah. Oh.
So we are group SC24, and we designed sustainable wedding dress and so these were our initial sketches, and since it's an Indian wedding dress, we decided to use both of our colors, so red as the main color. As you'll see further on, we used some leftover glitter to decorate our outfits to match the theme. Leftover glitter from our room. So these are some pictures from the process. Um, so, so this is the men's suit. This is a Christian. Sorry, give us a minute. So this is a Christian Indian wedding suit. I've used rice bags as the pants and the main body of the suit, as I believe that brown plastic is beautiful when it's incorporated into sustainable fashion. For the sleeves, I've used a large fruit nest, and over here, I've added egg containers as shoulder pads. I've decorated the pants with old red ribbon at the bottom. I've decorated them with old red ribbon, and along the sides, down here along the sides, I've used bottle caps spread to match the theme again. I attached an old shoelace tie over here to tie the pants. I've used metal bottle caps and ribbons for the buttons over here. Also red to match the theme. And I've decorated the suit with more fruit nets over here. And bright red and orange glitter. And all the plastic was not.
For the creation of my dress, I decided to use a thin bag that was used with items in. However, we gave those items away. And it was just laying around, so I decided to turn it into the top half of the dress. I folded the bin bag in half and taped it, and then I cut the part of the corner to like a heart-shaped design in the front. And for the bottom half, I used an old couch cover that was laying around. I measured the inches of the bin bag, then cut the center of the couch cover as an opening. I then used wax to attach the two pieces together. For the handle of the dress, I used an old tablecloth and folded it 8 times, then hot glued it together and stuck it onto the bin bag, which is the top half of the dress. I felt like the inclusion of a belt would add like glam to the dress, so I got plastic bags and I folded them together. I taped them all together, and then I got a red plastic bag and folded it and put it in the center. Because it's a wedding dress, it still needed some glam, so I made sure to use some glitter to stick on top of the ear. And I used some accessories. This is like a bracelet. I used plastic bags to make it, and we also made my neighbors. We used curtains. Like we used a curtain front, and we used a button and the pin, and we also attached it all together. Thank you.
Esther?
Yes.
All right, ma'am, any questions for them?
No, thank you. I have no particular questions. Well done. Good try. Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you, SC24. We have SC17 up next. SC17.
Ma'am, are we audible?
Yes.
Right, we'll be sharing our screen.
Valentina, I don't have 17 on my form.
Ma'am, 17 would be part of 2A group. The one that
So
you did? Yeah, you would have
I
it,
have,
ma'am. Yeah,
I
yeah.
have to go back and log into that. There are separate links for both of them.
Okay.
I need a minute then. Give me a
Yes,
minute.
sure, ma'am, sure. Just a quick confirmation from the other teams. Is there anyone? I'm looking for SC6, SC7, SC30, 33, SC15, SC31. All right.
I'm ready,
SC17
Valentina.
would be, yes, ma'am. This would be the last team presenting for the event.
Okay, great.
Ma'am, you're able to see our screen clearly?
Yes, dear. Go ahead.
Good morning to one and all present here. Today, I, Advita, and my partner, Tanisha, are going to be presenting our product, Eunoia. Eunoia is a Greek word which means beautiful thinking, which is what we aim to go for in our project.
The problem that inspired us. In this pandemic, face masks have been an integral part of our daily wear. But what do we do after using them? We discard them in the trash. Of course, it may keep our house clean, but it destroys our earth mask by mask. It has scientifically been proven that masks at least take 450 years to decompose. So imagine the effect it would have on climate.
We wanted to come up with a solution to reduce the impact on the climate through this. Therefore, we decided to reuse these masks into garments. Now, to add further onto that, we also decided to reuse old fabrics which we found in our homes and from family and friends as the base for our clothes. How did we collect these masks? We have put them in our buildings and public areas like our school and made people aware about them. After the collection, we fumigated the masks and for further sanitization, placed them in a microwave in about 70 to 75 degree heat. This has been tested and proven by us to be effective.
Now here are the sketches of our dresses. For the female, we took an Indo-Western designing, and for the male, we had a Jodhpuri design.
Here is a glimpse of the working of our dress. Here you can see the different stages with which we worked, planned, and decided to finally make our product.
Now, to add beauty to our design, we even added jewelry with satin material that we got from projects, craft boxes, and also from old dresses. So we have made bangles, rings, mang tika, and choker.
Finally, here comes the main part. What sets us apart? Firstly, we are using disposed masks, which is helping, since we are helping to rejuvenate the climate condition. We are also helping to use them in a more safer and efficient manner, as we are confirming that when the masks are being collected and sanitized, all the COVID protocols are being followed, and in the end, it's being stitched properly into garments. To move on, it is more cost efficient and requires less management. We have found ways to make sure that the clothes which we have made are more cheaper in comparison, as we are reusing old fabrics and therefore require less management. And finally, it creates a new fashion line. Now, these masks which we have used, since we were aiming to improve climate action, we can also incorporate this into further projects such as jackets, gloves, mittens, anything at all. Now we would like to turn the attention to our models and to our final product.
Now, the female that you can see, it has a long flare skirt with a pant that is made by reused fabric. And also you can improvise on this jewelry that we have added.
For the male skirt, for the male garment, we have used one of from my father's old kurta. We have used patches of it and stitched it into a completely new Jodhpuri design. And we have stitched masks onto it in a very effective manner. The color scheme is also matching to traditional Indian attire, as we have used different colors for both the male and female, and gone for more traditional schemes such as red, gold, peach, white, etc. I would also like to add that for certain accessories such as the veil, we have used old net curtains, and we have also incorporated masks into the veil, as we have made flowers out of the masks and therefore stuck them onto the veil.
Thank you so much, and we value your time.
I would like to zoom a little into your products. Is there a way in which we can go closer to some of the way you've stitched the masks? I want to see that.
Yes, yes, we can.
So you disinfected and sanitized them, then you sprayed them. Is that spray paint?
No,
How did you color them?
we use natural dyes like the
Pomegranate seeds. But I would like to add that we use them in certain places only, since that it would be very hard to use too many pomegranate seeds. So for a lot of them, the teachers, and we took help while collecting the masks. The teachers in our school, as well as our family members, they use many different colored masks. So we had a time for at least 1 month, and during that time we were able to collect plenty of masks in order to stitch it onto the fabric.
So this is how we got it.
Finally, I would like to add that all the materials which we have used are reused and recycled in a way, and we can continuously use them, like we can wash, sanitize, and once again use them for further uses. It's not a one-time thing.
Okay. All right. Good job. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, SC17. This brings us to the end of our event. I would like to thank all the participants for their wonderful presentations and all the hard work that they have put in. A big, big thank you to our judges, Ms. Nupur and Ms. Vaishali, for being a part of our event, Design the Line. Do tune in for the closing plenary at 1 p.m. today. Wishing you all a lovely day ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
ma'am. Well done to all the participants, I'd like to say. I think it's going to be a hard task now for us to decide. All of you have done very well. So pat yourselves on the back, virtual pats from afar, and well done. Excellent.
Thank you so much for your time, Miss.